We'll learn if Los Angeles will be America's nomination to host the 2016 Olympic Summer Games. Once again, it'll be our third time if we are selected. Robert Kovacic has the latest from UCLA.
This crowd behind me has gathered before dawn for a final rally here inside Pauley Pavilion. And if you think this crowd is enthusiastic, check out the scene here at 5 a.m. this morning to greet the mayor before he took off to Washington for one last pitch to the U.S. Olympic Committee. It's down to L.A. and Chicago. The city selected jumps into an international pool with the 2016 Summer Olympic host city selected in 2 years. To hear what the mayor had to say before he left, stay with the Today Show next hour and go to our website at NBC4.tv to learn about all the festivities tomorrow at the Grove, leading up to the announcement at 1 p.m. LA time. In Westwood, I'm Robert Kovacic. Let's go back to you.
Yeah, all those screens.
We're back. 8 o'clock now on a Friday morning. It's the 13th of April, 2007, and get ready for a competition of Olympic proportions. In one corner, we have the Windy City, Chicago, home of the Bears, the Cubs, the White Sox, a city very tough, or used to tough athletic competition. Right. In the other corner, the City of Angels, Los Angeles. A seasoned contender. They've been down this road before. The prize, a chance to host the 2016 Summer Olympic Games. And we're going to tell you more about that in a second.
For the goal, Chicago and L.A. face off for the right to bid for the Olympic Games. Who will be laughing in the end? We'll check in with both cities right after this.
Fans lined up in both cities waiting anxiously for the decision. In Los Angeles, Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa is with former Olympic swimmer and gold medalist John Neighbor. In Chicago, we've got Mayor Richard Daley next to Pat Ryan, chairman and CEO of Chicago 2016. Morning to all of you.
Good morning.
Mayor Villaraigosa, let me start with you. Give me the 20-second pitch that you gave the expanded version of to the Olympic Committee. Why L.A.?
Well, this is the city where the world comes together. We have more sports Olympic facilities than any place in the United States. It'll be a compact game in comparison to 1984. It's a city that's ready for the Olympics. Some 90% of the city supports this Olympic bid, and we're ready.
All right, let me go to Chicago. And Mayor Daley, let me ask you the same question. Pretend I'm the committee. Convince me, why Chicago?
Well, the city of Chicago wants to represent this great country and the history of immigrants to our city, the history of stirring the soul and the spirit and passion of our city. We're proud of our city. We're proud of America. We really want to host what America stands for, the ideals of betterment of a community, at the same time to bring an Olympic legacy to our great city.
John Neighbor out in Los Angeles, as the mayor mentioned and we mentioned, 1932, 1984, 2 times that L.A. has already hosted these games. Do you think that puts you at a disadvantage?
You know, it's possible, but we don't feel it should be. I think that athletes who have won gold medals shouldn't be penalized and not be allowed to win another one. Carl Lewis won gold medals 4 Olympics in a row, as did Al Order, and the Olympic movement rewards success. We don't think the Olympics is something the Games is something the Olympics would be doing for Los Angeles. We think this is an opportunity for Los Angeles to once again do something wonderful for the Olympic movement.
And back
so we feel we've earned the right. We're going to try.
And back to Chicago, Pat Ryan, how do the people of Chicago really feel? Sometimes when you hear a city is going after Olympic Games, the businessmen are behind it, and the people in the town say, gosh, don't do that to us. How do the people in Chicago feel about this?
I think the people in Chicago are wildly enthusiastic about the Olympics. Everywhere I go, people say, we're going to win. They don't say you're going to win. They say we're going to win. They're really behind it, and the whole community's behind it. As a matter of fact, the Midwest region is behind it. Wisconsin, Illinois, Iowa, Minnesota, Michigan, Indiana, they all think that this would be a great place, a great host city, right, and it could be a part of the region.
And Mayor Daley, I'll stick with Chicago for a second. If you were to get the bid, how do you think you would stack up against the international contenders?
Well, we think America will come together. All of America will come together to showcase a great city and a great country. And to me, this is an opportunity to set aside the international politics and say that not only Chicago, but America wants to bring the Olympics to our great city and our great country.
And Mayor Villaraigosa, I've only got 15 seconds left. Any kind of friendly wager between you and Mayor Daley?
Well, Mayor Daley's a great mayor and a great friend, but I can tell you that Los Angeles is ready for this Olympics. You can hear the enthusiasm and see the enthusiasm behind me here at UCLA. We have the housing, the venues, the spirit of the Olympian athletes. They're ready.
I'll make that the last word. Good luck to both cities. We'll find out tomorrow when we're back after.
A warm send-off at UCLA this morning for Los Angeles Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa. He leads a delegation to Washington, D.C. today for one final push to persuade the U.S. Olympic Committee to nominate L.A. as host for the 2016 Olympic Summer Games. Chicago also the chief American city in the running. The U.S. Olympic Committee will announce its choice tomorrow. The International Olympic Committee will then select a host city from a pool of worldwide candidates. That will happen in the year 2009. Later today, Los